What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, check it out, guys. It's back with the basic odds and predictions. But me and my man Gunright is gonna crank this off real quick, at least on this first game, which we'll get this first game out the way so you guys can go get your picks in. And then on the rest of the games, we have plenty of time. No need to rush. But I'm going to let my man Gunrights get up in here, and we're going to get this started. It's basic predictions and odds on Speak Your Mind Sports Talk with your man D. Jeff and Gunrights. He'll be right in here in a minute. Sport Advantage, what's up with you, brother? So while he is in here, let me pull this up. And I'll get started on my spiel on this. Give you guys my take on this game. So it's the Washington Wizards, and yeah, Gunrights will be in here in a minute. Guys, this game is basic. I didn't do a lot on this game, not a lot of stats and, yip yap and talk on this game. It's basic. The Wizards has been getting beaten by plus 10 points by every team they've played so far. They've lost 10 points or more. The Wizards are doing awful. They don't have John Wall or Bradley Beal. And the Thunder, they're doing great. So I would say, when it comes to the Wizards versus the Thunders, 9.5, they're going to cover the 9.5. Definitely pick. Oh, Gunrights, get ready to come in here and tell you guys. There he is. So, Gunrights, what's up with you, friend?
What's up with it, D?
All right, so real quick on this Wizards game, so we don't spend too much time with it. Like I was saying, Wizards doing bad. They've been beat by 10 or more points by everybody they lost to. I expect the Thunder to win this game. No sweat. And cover that 9.5. So how would you suggest they get in the bet and for that game? Because that's the first game, and they got about 20 minutes to get the tickets in on that one.
Yeah, I like the Thunder too up in this game. I mean, they should blast them out the water.
Right. How would
Point
they make
spreads are I will go with for the safe bet, I would go with the money line, but the point spread, it looked pretty good too. I mean, the Thunder pretty much been whacking everybody. They beat the Lakers by more than 9.5. So I don't see why they can't beat this team by more than 9.5.
Right. I know Wizards been getting dumped by every team by more than 10 points.
Yeah.
No one they played in the bubble so far have beaten them by less than 10 points. So I definitely can't see the Thunder being any different. So you guys are safe pretty much around the board on this early bet, which if you guys are going to do something with it or throw it in a parlay or something like that, you guys are pretty safe on this bet. I wouldn't mess with that over and under. What do you think about that? It's 221.5. What would you say about that?
Yeah, I'll stay away from that.
Yeah.
I'll stay away from that one.
Even the public pretty much kind of mixed up on it. I would just stay away from it, guys. It could go either way. It's not really about what the Wizards are going to do. It's about what the Thunder will do. The Thunder are hot. They'll go over it. If not, they'll probably still beat the Wizards, but you can see them go under that 221, so I will stay away from that. All right, so that's your first game. Got the info from my man Gunrights. Hey, guys, so just to let y'all know, we are 23-4 in our last 27 predictions here. Okay, guys? So get your tickets together, win y'all some money. 23-4. Me and my partner here, Gunrights. So I'm telling you guys, find a way to cash in on this. Jay Jefferson, what's buzzing, cousin? Jay Jefferson in the building. All right, so guys, let's move to this next game. Get your bets in there on the Washington Wizards, Oklahoma City. Throw it in on your parlay, whatever you want to do with it. You got all the info. Should be solid there. Next game, Toronto Raptors versus the Memphis Grizzlies. So, all right. So Memphis Grizzlies, they strong, young core guys. Problem is they've been plagued with injuries, man. Bagley went out, then they just lost Jaren Jackson. Bagley been out, but they just lost Jaren Jackson. And they did beat the Thunder, right? After the loss, but the Thunder shot terrible in that game. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking at the Grizzlies like this. Toronto's the hottest team right now, one of the hottest teams you would have to give that to Memphis to Phoenix Suns because they're still the only undefeated team. But Toronto's right there with them. They just lost a vindication match to the Celtics, but wasn't a far game, 120 to 117, 122, 117, something like that. So Toronto's I think they're gonna rout, to tell you the Memphis Grizzlies here. Defense is the key, guys. Toronto Raptors are not allowing teams to score a lot of points. And the Grizzlies haven't been putting up very many points, even with Jaren Jackson there. So now that he's out of there, I can't see them getting past a team like Toronto Raptors. They've been beating upper echelon teams that's well put together.
Yeah, the trend is going up on the point spread. It was at 5.5, then it went up to 6, and now it's at 6.5. So that should just give you indication right there that they're trying to give the Grizzlies as much points as possible to persuade people to bet that way because they got too many people betting on the Toronto Raptors. But I don't expect the Toronto Raptors to do nothing but what they've been doing, which is, pretty much beating everybody. So the money line is for sure in that game, for sure.
Right.
The point spread.
Difference with Boston Celtics in the bubble. So outside of that, and Boston was doing pretty well. So I like them for the 6 points currently. I do like them for the 6. I like it under that 221. Toronto's defense is too good for me, and they have not been splashing up massive points themselves. So I like under 221. I think they covered the 6 points, but what do you think, Gun Rights? Give them some betting strategies for this Toronto Memphis situation.
Yeah, like you said, they pretty much been the best team in the bubble so far. So, like I said, I would take the money line in that. That's a for sure. Point spreads don't look too bad at 6 points. They should be able to knock them down by more than 6 points. So you pretty much safe on either one of those. And like you said, the over and under, they playing pretty good defense. So I expect this game to be a no-brainer right here. So go ahead and take the Toronto Raptors. Shouldn't see nothing differently in this game. They should be able to blow them out.
No doubt. All right. So my man Chopstick in the building. He said TJ Warren found his inner Kobe on Braun last night. Yeah, TJ Warren is he and Devin Booker. Those two kids are playing outstanding, Chopstick. All right, guys. So you got it on the Toronto Raptors. My man Gun Rice gave it to you. You know what to do with that. Let's move on to this next game. Is the San Antonio Spurs and the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, guys, here's an opportunity, in my opinion. Let me refresh my screen to make sure that I have the correct data on this game. What do you have the current as over there, Gun Rights?
It's currently at 3.5, so it moved from 2 to 3.5. So as far as what I'm looking at on my end, so that should just give you indication that they, it was a lot of people putting a lot of money on the Pelicans based off of their last game, which they played very well. But Popovich, I think that he should come in here and pretty much keep it close. So I would take the points. If you're gonna bet the under, if you're gonna bet the underdog in this game, I would take the 3.5.
All right. So, guys, let me tell you something. Zion Williamson is key here. Zion Williamson is key. If Alvin Gentry decides to play Zion Williamson higher minutes, right, then the Pelicans have a good chance at winning this game. Now, what's interesting here, what we got to keep in mind, I know you gave an assessment, but I want you to think about some of this too, my man, Gun Rights. What's interesting here is both of these teams are scratching the surface of getting in that play-in tournament, and they're a half a game apart. They both have 30 wins. This game is that detrimental for both teams. They're a half a game apart. From 13 all the way to 8, there's still life to get into this play-in tournament, to get into the playoffs. So, with both of these teams taking it seriously, will Alvin Gentry bump up Zion Williamson's player minutes because he's done it before? And once he's done that, they've won. This kid is averaging 15 point. I mean, not 15, a point per minute, basically. Every minute he's on the court basically is correlating to a point. If he's on the court for 20 minutes, it's 20 points, and so forth and so on. And then just his defensive impact, his presence on the court, his size down in the hole. Listen, it depends on, Zion Williamson is key here. You know what I mean? Now, on the other side of the ball, the Spurs they've been the most consistent team in the bubble, guys, from behind 3-point land. They're averaging over 40 every game, over 40% from that 3-point. I don't know if people understand this or not. So even against that loss that they put up 126 points, they were shooting at 36.7%. So in a loss they were. It's just a couple of games they had like 46%. So they average at over 40% per game, bro. They're shooting very well from the 3-point line. Spurs are quietly playing very solid basketball. Popovich is the coach here. I think this is going to come down to coaching. And it's just like I said, what will Alvin Gentry do? Will he preserve Zion Williamson, or will he play him? If we deal with this 5-minute per quarter crap and then maybe 7 or 8 in the fourth, they're not going to win that game.
Well, the betting trend right now is San Antonio is 4-9 against the spread in the last 13 games. The over has crashed 4 of the last 5 games, and the Pelicans is 2-7 against the spread in the last 9 games, and the under for the Pelicans has been 4 of the last 5.
Right. So I'm seeing under here because that 238 is extreme to me. So I'm seeing under here, guys, and I'm definitely seeing the dog. I think this is a chance for you guys to make some money. I think this is a dog underdog. Spurs, I don't know why they got the Pelicans ahead. I don't agree with that. I think this is an opportunity for, guys. How can they make some money off of this, Gun Rights?
Well, based off of the statistics, San Antonio got a better record against the odds. So they 4-9, and then you got the Pelicans is only 2-7. So based off of that mathematics, I would have to go with the San Antonio Spurs and plus the points. But I wouldn't say take a money line. I would just say take the plus 3.5.
All right, guys, y'all got it. Y'all got it from my man Gun Rights. Do what he say now, make some money, because I'm telling you, he has us ahead. And I told you guys, we're betting with you. So we're not just telling you to do this stuff, we're betting with you. And Gun Rights is laying it down, and we are ahead, guys. We are ahead. Out of the last 24 games, we are 24-3. 24-3, man, Gun Rights. So just understand, these tickets we're putting in, we are ahead. We are ahead. We haven't hit the big one yet because we playing the game. But look, my man Gun Rights got us right where we need to be. All right, guys. So let's keep it moving. Celtics and the Magic. So real quick, I think this is another no-brainer. pretty much just like our first game, the Wizards and the Thunder. And here's why I say this, guys. The Celtics are coming off a rematch win versus the Raptors. Remember, the Raptors went in there, they beat the Celtics, and the Celtics come back and they beat the Raptors. So they split the difference with them. Where the Magic is coming off a loss to the 76ers without Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons wasn't even in that game, and they still beat the Magic. But you know why the Magic lost that game? Because they're without their strongest player of Aaron Gordon. So, like, this was a bottom tier team coming into this whole picture. The Magic were really a bottom tier team, in my opinion. They weren't going to make it out of the first round of the playoff, and then they lose their strongest guy, Aaron Gordon. So, to me, it's sort of like the same game, the first game, Toronto and the Wizards. This is too strong of a team for a team that's too battered up and bruised up. I can't see the Magic doing anything with the Celtics. What's the line, or they have Boston at 9. Now
It opened up at 10, but it's at 9. It's at 9.5 right now.
Currently at 9. And 220 guys, I will stay. That's another one of these the numbers. I stay away from that. That's too tricky, that 220 with this game. So I don't know if you guys want to, risk it and play that. That's fine. I wouldn't play the 220. Could go over or under that. I really couldn't give you any indication for that. That 9 points, I couldn't imagine that Boston shouldn't cover that. Jaylen Brown and those guys are feeling pretty good. How you feel about that 9 points? All right.
Well, like I said, Boston is pretty good as far as the money line goes. You don't have to worry about that. They 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games. Orlando, like you said, they missing some key players. And Boston, Jason Tatum is averaging over 23 points a game, and Kemba Walker is averaging 20.8 points per game and 4.8 assists per game. So I expect Boston to get up in there and do what they need to do. They could very much well cover that point spread, because I think that they in the top 3 or top 4 in defensive teams in the NBA right now. So they should keep the score low on the other end. So I'm kind of leaning towards the under 2, but like I said, they could go over. But I definitely would suggest you bet the money line for sure in that game.
All right, guys, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from my man Gun Rice. So bet the money line. The next game on the line, guys, Philly 76ers and the Portland Trailblazers. So we're getting to the point of where we're getting a lot of these teams that's bruised up, and Philadelphia is one of these teams now. Portland is also in that mix of teams that I was talking about. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. On the West Coast, the West that are in that mix to get into this playoff tournament, and Portland is right there. As a matter of fact, they're right under the Memphis Grizzlies. So my point to this game is very important for the Portland Trailblazers, and I believe that they're going to come out guns blazing, because it's a good chance here that Memphis goes down today. And if they drop a game and Portland goes up, then they slide up into that 8-seeded spot. Now, guys, here's the importance of being in the 8-seeded spot when the playoff play-in tournament comes. If you're sitting in the 8th seed, the team that's challenging has to beat you 2 games in a row. All you have to do is win one of those games. They have to beat you back-to-back to take you out of that 8th seed spot. So this is very significant. Today is very significant for the Portland Trailblazers to take that 8th seed, and I do think that they're going to be playing with all intensity. With that being said, Philadelphia has lost Ben Simmons, right? So They're currently at 2.5 over here, gun rights. And I say they cover that. They cover the spread. Definitely go under that 229. I ain't gonna say definitely. That's a shaky, but they do cover the points, and I got Portland in this all day. I can't imagine Philly beating them with as much as Portland got on the line. And this is the whole reason Dame Lillard is even back. So what do you say, Gun Rights? How would you suggest these guys make some money off this game?
Yeah, Dame Leonard is averaging about 29 points a game. Melo's been averaging close to 19 to 20 points a game, and CJ McCollum been averaging 22 points a game. Now they are 4-4 against Philly, even when they have Ben Simmons. So they pretty much covered the spread 4 out of the last 5 games. So I expect for Portland to win by money line or by the point spreads for sure. Based on the mathematics that we getting, and like you said, Ben Simmons is out, so I don't expect for them to beat the Blazers. And remember, the Blazers only lost yesterday um, with the misses from Dame Leonard at the free throw line. So I expect for them to bounce back because that was a very, very hurtful loss yesterday. So they should come through this game guns blazing. So I see that they will cover by the money line or the point spread this game. They 4-4 against Philly, so they've been covering every game that they played Philly this season. So I don't expect for it to be anything different. And with Ben Simmons is out, that should be a way more significant win for them today.
All right. All right. So you guys write it down. Take your notes off the master here, Mr. Gun Rights. Tell you, go win you some money. That's how you do it. All right. So where we at? Where we at? Houston Rockets, Sacramento Kings. So Houston Rockets opened up at minus 4.5 over here, Gun Rights, and the current is minus 5.5. What you got there?
I got 5 points on William
Houston.
Hills at 5 points even.
Yeah.
I
I like
expect them to blaze them though. I expect them to blaze this one. This one is an over, and I expect for the money line or the point spread to cover.
Yeah, I'm in the same place. Now here's something that's interesting though. Would you change your perspective on that, knowing that Westbrook is probably not going to play
Mm,
on the points,
if
at least on the points? Because I'm thinking under on the points. It's kind of shaky on the points because we know that the Rockets jack up a lot of points.
Yeah, when you
Uh,
just said that, I was unaware that he wasn't playing. So the points, yeah, you might want to stay away from the over and under if Westbrook's not going to play.
Now
But
let me check again because I got a couple of sources on the injury report, but the current injury report. So let me check again because
But you might be right too, because the under it's gone under 4 in the last 5 of the Rockets game, even when they had Westbrook. So the under might be a good play in this game if I was to have to put my money on the over and under based off of statistics and Westbrook's not going to play. I would have to go with the under if I had to make that bet. But based on what you just told me right now, if it is accurate when you check it, um, I would just roll with Houston money line just for sure. They should win this game for sure. And remind you, Houston is the second best team in the NBA when it comes to scoring. So,
yeah, that's what I was like.
and Sacramento has the worst defense in the NBA right now.
Yeah, so
So
I just checked both of them. He's out. Like I said, he's out. Now I just
okay,
checked both of them again and made sure. So he's out. Uh, no Westbrook. So I just think that the Rockets still win the game, but be careful of those points. Be careful of those points. That
yeah.
you strategize that. That would be my suggestion. But take Gun Rights advice on it because he gives the betting advice here. Yeah, I agree with that, Chopstick. The Lakers could have used Melo scoring clutch LeBron always been a choker in the last quarters of his career. Well, offensively, but LeBron's done a lot of right things in a lot of other ways. People don't give him credit for. They just want to see people put in the final shot. Brian Harkin in the building. What's good with you? So,
Houston has covered 5 of the last 6 games too. So the money line on that game is solid. It's looking solid right now.
okay. So again, write it down, guys. Take the advice. It's not. Well, sorry about that. And take the advice the gun rights give you. Let's get to this next game on the card is Brooklyn Nets, Los Angeles Clippers. Now, this one is wild to me, man. A 13-point currently over here is at a minus 13. That's wild to me.
Well, I got some good insight on the points too. So let me let you know this: the Clippers in the last 3 games that they have played the Brooklyn Nets, they have covered 3 of the last games that they have covered. The last game, they won 235. They put up 235 as far as the over and under. They put up 235, 240, and 243. So I definitely like the over in this game. And if you is gonna bet something,
I like the over 228, but it's the minus 13 that spread.
Yeah. I would stay away from the point spread and just go with the over in this game.
Yeah, the over's cool. The over's cool. But I would stay away from that spread, guys. That minus 13, because listen, even when Brooklyn lost Karis LeVert, they put up 115 points. They've been consistently putting up like 118 to 119. Even when Karis LeVert went down, this is a group unit, and this is why the projections, they're projecting this team to play so well at the return of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving when they're both healthy, because of what this unit can do without those guys. They're a solid unit without those guys. And they got a lot of injured players right now, but they're still solid all around the board. These guys chip in double digits, 5 and 6 players in double digits when they're playing games. So they're going to put up 115 to 119 points. I'm just not comfortable with a 13-point spread. Like, I would stay away from that.
Well, you know me, man. I don't like nothing over 10.5 points. I don't like nothing over 10 points in none of these basketball games. It's just a little too risky. But the over is my bet in this game. I'm gonna just stick with the over in this game right here.
All right. Okay. So make sure we hit every game, and I believe we did. We did Orlando, Boston, Philly, Portland, Houston. All right, guys. So let's summarize here, and you guys can figure out, write it down, how you want to do your parlays or whatever. But here it is. We have the Washington, which that game's probably already over with, so I'm going to leave that one out. We got that one in early, so you guys can get your tickets in on that. But we'll start with the game that starts at 2:05. Memphis Grizzlies versus Toronto Raptors. We got Toronto in that. We said that they do cover. And we said under on the 221. Is that right? Let me make sure. Make sure that's right. I don't want to tell you guys nothing different. I wrote it down. Yeah. Yep. Under. So that's for the first game. The Toronto Raptors game. Let me move that out of the way. So we got Toronto over Memphis. We got San Antonio underdog, guys, in that New Orleans game. Remember that. New Orleans that currently at minus 3.5. I think that San Antonio upset, so I guess they the dog. They considered the dog in that game. Then we got Boston over the Magic. We have Portland Trailblazers over Philly. Houston Rockets to beat Sacramento. and the LA Clippers to beat Brooklyn. Now, sum it up. Gun rights. Tell them how they could mix that up.
Yeah, I got your parlay right here. Your parlay would be San Antonio plus the 3, Toronto money line, Houston money line, Blazers. Go ahead and run with the line, the -3 or -3.5, and then the over in the Clippers and Nets game. That's a good little 5-teamer for you right there. Go ahead and put $5 on that 5-teamer right there. That's a good little parlay. Just some for sure. I know we got some other picks that we picked, but if you want me to give you a good little parlay, them 5 teams right now should be a good parlay. So you got San Antonio plus the 3, Toronto money line, Houston money line, Blazers. Go ahead and take the line with the -3, and then the over in the Nets and the Clippers game. That's a good little 5-teamer right there.
There you go. You got it from my man. It's a good 5-teamer. Y'all put that ticket in, bro. Listen, don't have to bet a lot of money. See what he gave you there. You know what? Tell him, going right. It's a good $3-5 bet. That's a decent bet. Just to make
Yeah.
it, have some fun with basketball today, guys. We're
The
not trying
the key, guys, is to stay in their pocket. So no matter if you lose 1 or 2 days throughout the week, long as our motto is to bet small and win big. So that way, when we do lose, we only losing a little bit. So you just want to stay in their pocket. I believe we only lost $20 and we still in their pocket around $89 to $90. So we still in their pockets right now. We playing with their money. So
going uphill. And it's fun. It makes it exciting. You watching the games and you're like, come on, because Gun Rice and I could have hit a couple of tickets for $500 and something. So
yeah. Remind you, let them know last night. Let them know last night we was only one game off from busting them for 600. Only one game. And it was very close. It was very close.
All your teams got to win, and you get all, and so it's just the excitement of it, guys. But the total excitement costs us $3. That's what you got to understand. I will go through. I'll give away $3 to somebody, $5 to somebody playing an instrument on the street. I'll just give them $5 for playing that instrument. That's for entertainment. So why not take $3? This is for entertainment. It's different from watching a game when you don't have anything vested in on it. But that $3 just makes it all that more interesting, especially knowing when you could turn that $3 into $500 and something. That makes it really exciting, right? So just keep it small and play for the fun of it. That way you don't really risk losing anything, and we can have some fun with this. But you risk losing small, but you can win big. Who wouldn't want an extra $400 or $500? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All right, guys. So I hope everybody can take that information and make you guys some good bet with that. I appreciate you, my man. Gun Rights. Got any closing thoughts for us?
Yeah, man. Just like I said, man, just stay smart, man, and bet little, and we're gonna win big. And just keep coming back, man. We're gonna keep giving y'all the jewels. We're gonna keep giving y'all these gems. Remind you, D already told you we only lost 3 games out of 20-something games. So we lost 4 games out of 20-something games.
23-4, guys. Okay, 23-4. It's gotta be. I'm learning the gambling side of this. My man Gun Rice is the pro. But I will tell you guys something. It's got to be ways to make money out of 23-4.
Oh yeah, D. Let them know that we was undefeated yesterday on UFC and boxing too. We was undefeated. We hit all of our picks yesterday.
Every pick on UFC and boxing, we iced them. So I'm telling you guys, listen. The farther we go along, once we get this down pat, Gun Rice and I are going to throw in some, especially on the weekends, guys, on those weekend NBA prediction shows. What we're going to do is we'll have 2 or 3 games, but we'll already have some UFC and boxing picks and baseball picks.
Yeah, and baseball is coming too.
Do you have some baseball picks for them currently?
Yeah, give me a second here. Let me jump back in. I'm gonna give you 2. I'm gonna give you 2 of them right now.
All right,
Give,
right.
give me a
So big
second.
bonus right here. Before we close out, Gun Rice is gonna come back because again, my people's responsible for me doing this that even encouraged me to do this, and I thought it was a good idea. Oz HQ, my man Boston Nick, and those guys over there, Oz HQ, they say, hey D, maybe you should start doing this. And I said, okay, I'll check it out. And I start doing it. I actually like doing it. It's a little work to get the predictions done, but I like to do this. And I found out that we could actually have some fun and make a little money doing this. So shout out to those guys at Oz HQ. But by saying
I
those
like the under.
can give you
I
some
like.
real quick, guys.
Oh,
Those
go ahead. Go ahead.
insight on other sports to couple with these NBA picks. And so Gun Rights is going to do that. We got some insight for baseball, and you can mix those tickets. Not today, El Jefe. This is not that kind of live, but I'm getting ready to go on the Power of the Mind in a minute. So you can come on that. But right now, this is not that kind of live. All right.
I
So
like the under, and I like the under and the.
hey, you broke up. You broke up there, Gun Rights. What's up, Mark? Gun Rights, did you turn your mic? Is your mic off? You broke up for a second there. I don't know what happened. He'll come in. Just here. Let me drop the link back in the chat for you, Gun Rights. He'll come back in, guys. But here's how it's going to go, guys. So we gave you all of the NBA picks. What he's going to do is give you some picks there where you can parlay. Because when you put other teams, other sports on these parlay tickets, it increased your chances of winning better. So he's going to.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, so I said I like the under in the Yankees and Tampa Bay. The total amount of runs is at 8. So I like the under in that game. And then I like the under in the Baltimore and Washington. The total amount of runs is at 8.5. So go ahead and take the under in those two games. The under the 8 runs for the Yankees and Tampa Bay, and the under in the Baltimore and Washington.
Okay, so Mark, go with the Clippers. If you're gonna put the Nets and Clippers on your parlay, go with the Clippers.
Oh yeah, Mark just came in. So Mark, this is the parlay that we got. We got the over in the Clippers and Nets game, and we got the Blazers. Go ahead and take the -3. The Houston money line just to win straight out. Toronto just to win straight out, and then our underdog for the day is going to be the San Antonio Spurs plus the 3.5. So that's a good little 5 parlay for you right there. You can throw those baseballs in there.
They're right. Do this for me right quick. Do this for them right quick. Give them a little 5-banger basketball, baseball split. Give them 1 ticket. Give them that bonus, and we're gonna close it out.
Okay, so
listen to this. I'm telling you guys, take $3 to $5 and put on this ticket right here. This is a safe ticket, a mixed game ticket. Give it to them.
So we got the under in the Baltimore Orioles and Washington Nationals. Take the under. Take the under in the Yankees and Tampa Bay, and then go ahead and take the over in the Clippers and the Nets. The Blazers, take them money line or -3. Houston money line, Toronto money line, and then our upset to add to that is going to be the San Antonio Spurs plus the 3.5. That's a 7 ticket. That's a 7-teamer ticket right there. Go ahead and throw $5 on there and win you 100 and something real quick one time.
$5. That's an exciting ticket right there. $5. Y'all guys go play that. Have some fun with it. Enjoy the sports this weekend. Gun Rights, my man. Thank you always. I appreciate everybody coming through. Eric, Rojas in the building. All right, guys, let me see. Let me give some shout outs. My man Sporting the Van is Jay Jefferson, Chopsticks, Brian Harkin, Boxing Monster, Toby Ballin. Appreciate you, Unrivaled. Eric Rojas, appreciate all you guys coming through. And this is just the start of it, guys. Remember, as of today, I'm going to keep it posted because I think we're doing extremely well. As of today, my man and I are 23-4 out of our past 27 games. And there's got to be a way to mix and match and make money off
Oh,
of that.
hold on, D. He said the Orioles already started. So
Okay.
go ahead and take the under in the go ahead and take the under in the Milwaukee and the Reds game.
There you go. So replace that Orioles game with the Milwaukee and the Reds. Got it. All right, guys. So thank you, Gun Rights. As usual, bro. You know, you're the man. This is the man. Y'all listen to Gun Rights. Listen to D Jefferson breakdown. Have some fun. Make a little money. And y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.